Hello my beautiful friends and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing really well. Today is another capsule wardrobe video, and if you don't know me, if this is your first time on my channel, hello, welcome. The subscribe button is down there. Either way, if you don't know, I live in Norway and it is cold, and I get a lot of comments and DMs, and please keep those coming, about how you like dressing cute, but once it gets kind of cold it just all goes out the window and it's only about comfort, and I totally get that. So I wanted to share my take on the capsule wardrobe that is like fit for actual sub-zero temperatures. First of all, I'm sure you know what a capsule wardrobe is, but if not, it is essentially the concept that you have a smaller selection of clothing that is supposed to all work together and give you lots of different outfit options. For me, it's really about having things that have real staying power in your wardrobe and things that ideally should make you feel really good and confident when you put them on. I'm also not super strict about it, not the number of items, and also like I don't clean out the rest of my wardrobe and only have these items in it. I kind of have my capsule wardrobe as sort of my go-to basics that I know I can rely on. I can always put together an outfit from those items and just know that I have an outfit I really like and I feel good in. It just really takes away the stress of needing to come up with new outfits all the time. I always feel like if I have at least 30 outfits from a capsule wardrobe, I love repeating my outfits, so in that way I wouldn't mind repeating every single outfit 3 times. The 30 is kind of the magic number that's going to get me through the entire season. I never end up only wearing those items, but it's really nice to have picked out this like little capsule wardrobe and know that that's technically pretty much all I will need for the entire season. If you sit down and do this yourself, you know how important it is when you start limiting the amount of items to really pick things you actually wear and that will really fit your lifestyle and not like some imaginary life you have. My sort of winter color palette tends to really vary. I sometimes do lots of whites and beiges. This time I've picked out a lot of sort of black and much more darker colors. Just the mood, I guess. That is something I would encourage you to do as well. Have a sort of idea behind all the colors. What really helps me is to remember that you don't necessarily need all the tops to go together. You just need all the tops to go with all the bottoms. With the first sort of category, I'm going to start with my sort of can't live without type of items. If you want to look nice and cute in the winter time and have your nice clothes on and not just have 4 layers of wool and a big coat on top, you're going to need to add some thermal underwear. I have a few of these types of tops. They are 100% wool. I really recommend it. I think this is merino wool, so that is really soft. I like having a few necklines to vary between, so you can have some like lower v-necks and still have this underneath. I also have the legging version. If you don't like the wool thermal underwear legging type of situation, I've talked about these before. They are the fleece lined leggings. So I have them in 3 colors. You have these that sort of emulate and just look like a sheer pair of pantyhose, but they have the fleece lining on the inside. This is especially great if you're wearing dresses or skirts. I don't even understand. It is so much warmer than wearing a pair of jeans. One of the best tips I can give you for wearing your nice normal clothing still when it's quite cold is to really focus on the material of your clothing. I'm gonna show you the items. I'm gonna go section by section. So I'm gonna start with tops. And the first one I have, this is actually from the Zara men's section, so it's quite oversized. Cotton, it's really nice and loose, and because I'm not like needing to be quite formal, I love that this is a little bit more drapey and just casual, very comfortable to have on because it is so soft. You could have just a normal regular button up if you prefer that. And the next item is this knitted top that I just got from And Other Stories. This is, I think it's 100% wool, and it has obviously these really beautiful pearl details. I just feel like I'm a little bit more dressed up when I have it on. I have this very dark green knitted top, and this is a much thinner knit. This is definitely not wool, but it's great to have options. Then I have one that I kept this from my full wardrobe capsule. It started getting cooler and I still kept wearing this. It is dirty. I had it going in the wash, but then I realized I was going to film this video, so please don't judge it. I know it's dirty, I'm not going to wear it, I'm going to wash it before I do, so we're just going to leave all those comments. It has that slight mock neck, which is great when it's a little bit cooler, and again, it's not super tight like the green one, so it's a lot easier to actually layer the wool thermal underneath here. The first dress I have here is a knitted sweater dress, and don't worry, I don't normally hang it on this hanger. It hurts me just to do it for the filming, but normally I store it obviously like folded. It is a little bit more bulky, but again, I can fit that thermal underwear underneath, so even if it's short, I'll show you in the outfits portion that it is just incredibly easy to really stay super warm in this still. This is obviously a very thin knit. I bought this from H&M not long ago, so this is not on the warmer side, but I wanted to add it because I love wearing these types of dresses for winter. Again, quite nice to layer underneath things, like it's very easy to layer these jumpers over it, so it actually makes it a surprisingly versatile piece. Moving on to the bottoms, I have three. So they are these dress trousers, and they have a pinstripe on them, unless you're really into mixing prints. It's just a lot easier if you have only printed tops or bottoms, that all the tops will still work with all the bottoms. I hope that makes sense. Again, these are really wide, super easy to layer warmth layers underneath that nobody can see. Then I have a piece I knew I added for my fall capsule wardrobe. I have been living in these. They have a stretchy waist, they are faux leather. I wear these at home and just chill in them because they are so comfortable. They essentially just protect you against wind. The next piece here is this midi skirt. I debated doing a mini skirt. If you would prefer that, I just did a video on how I style mini skirts for the winter, so you can go and check that out. But I have this midi skirt, really easy to layer lots underneath and have some high boots here, because obviously it's not like really tight to the body or anything. I'm gonna show you the outerwear. It's a little bit worn, I'm not gonna lie, but I've had it for I don't remember how many years. Look at this stunning color. It is really quite long. It's just such a great piece that still works with all the other colors in my wardrobe. For winter, a lot of my outfits are just my coats, so that is why I love having quite a few of them and dressing them up and down and just accessorizing them in different ways. But I still really think that I would much rather have one really nice wool coat in a color I could wear over and over and over again for many years in a very nice classic cut than like 10 polyester ones that I always kind of feel a little bit cold in. So I just bought this from Arcat. I even did a video on styling puffer jackets last year. I will link to that, and they were a lot shorter and even a cropped one, and I still wear those, but I love that this is so long. I feel like it's really dramatic, but I really love that I can wear this and pretty much have almost any outfit on underneath. It's very dramatic though, so if you choose something that is sort of more mid-length, I think that is a little bit more classic. The final one, and I've talked about this so many times, I've had this for way before I started my YouTube channel, and that is a faux fur jacket. It is quite dense, which means that it really works against wind, even though it's not like leather or anything, just because you have this, essentially this thick of insulation. I love the texture of it. I know that not everyone is into it, but I really think it's cute, and it obviously really suits the winter time. So I'm going to show you the first purchase I actually made this year, and that is this pair of winter boots. They are waterproof, they are lined. I just think having a very sort of practical boot like this, no heel, no nothing, it's not like super fashion forward or anything, but when we have this much snow overnight, this is the shoe I am going to grab. I've had a pair in brown and I love those. And then a pair of shoes that are completely opposite. I have a pair of over-the-knee boots with an insane heel, and obviously I can't wear this when it's like really snowy and icy out, but for me, especially wearing this with the shorter sweater dress is something that I could not be without, because I love having an over the knee boot. And then the next one is another, for me, quite practical boot. This is not something I would wear with everything in this wardrobe, but especially for the trousers, this works really well. It has the pointed toe, which is really just making it a little bit more elegant. It's elongating these very sort of chunky heeled boots. They do have like a little bit of a platform, so even though the heel looks quite high, they are not. They are so incredibly comfortable to walk in. I've walked hours in these and that's been fine. The other accessories, and I feel like these are always staying in my capsule wardrobe, so I wasn't sure if I was going to mention them, but I will. I have, as always, probably one of the most worn things in my wardrobe at this point, this Valentino belt. What I really love for the winter time is to layer this. Obviously I don't layer it over my faux fur jacket, but over both my puffer jacket and this wool jacket. It really dresses up the coat a lot, and it works like both the brown and the black side. Final item I'll talk about, scarf, and this actually has prints. Good for me. So this is my Gucci wool scarf, and this is a little bit bigger than the other scarves I have, so I think that is, I mean, it could be even larger for me, because I like to really sort of layer it up. If I'm only keeping one scarf in a capsule wardrobe for a season, then it's nice to have something that still works with everything. So maybe if you have lots of colors or prints, maybe you want to keep the scarf something neutral so it still works with everything. You can get so many outfit combinations from a very limited wardrobe. I'm not going to go through them all because I will be here for a very, very long time. I'm going to show you the outfits I put together. Hopefully you will take a little bit of inspiration from it. I would love to hear what you think. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button and subscribe if you want to see more videos on fashion and capsule wardrobes and all those fun things.